think over her back and give her a little time to warm up.
Yeah, like 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, 45 minutes. You like that? Yeah, let that frame be a little low right now. You feel in that moment, she speeds up in that moment. Right a little half of it, you change direction. You have a beautiful, quiet, underneath tempo, and then you speed up a little bit, then you feel this, you know?
Yeah.
That thing in the back isn't ready to speed up yet. You know, so you keep a quiet tempo in the beginning. Yeah, do that again. Walk again. It's too much, you know? It's too much power. Think first, rhythm, swing, just trot. The horse has enough in there. Remember her, always been this way. If you push her, she'll go slower and tighter, you know? If you just let her swing a little bit, repeat it again. Be pinky and just say, no, that was not a good transition. Soft, just ask. If it doesn't happen, if you just ask, make her soft, make her sensitive to your leg. Yeah, this is good. This is smart. Couple transitions to start. If you say, oh, she comes again, she powers up too much. Yeah. First, supple. Yeah. Can be a little lower rounder. Doesn't have to stretch with the nose to the ground, but a little lower rounder, a little masculine position, you know? Yeah, good. We'll do some serpentine loops first. Answer some questions before you do shoulder in.
See, now I start to lose her already. It feels like to me,
It feels
like
behind you.
super stuck.
And in self-care, you're saying itchy.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to say first, soft, over the back. If I close my left leg, does she bend and yield a little bit? If I close my right leg, does she bend and yield a little bit? You know, warm up. Stretch a little before you lift weights. Yeah. Soft, supple over the back round. And then just stay in a quiet tempo to start. Yeah. Yeah. That was a good change of bend. Yeah. Little enough. You feel that the right side is always a little stiffer with her. So you do a couple more of those changes of bend until you say, okay, I'll anticipate a little bit of stiffness on the right because we know she's left-handed and upright. And it's okay, I make her loose. Good. Little half off and then you change direction a couple times again, you know? Good. Yeah, soft, round, over her back first. Yeah. Good. And you're now a little half off the thing, quiet, and right leg, left rein, and a little flexion right. Good. Much better. And now we're tested diagonal. Can she just be straight? No problem. No problem. Just try it again. Yeah, just ask her. Transition was not good. You repeat it. Yeah. We say here in training. Transition was not good on the upward. So walk again and trot again. Remember, you have to be systematic because it's not a machine. You just have to say to her, it's okay, repeat it again. Good. Or, that's okay, repeat it again. Yeah. Good. Change posing. You have good in the bending and then test the diagonal line next time, yeah? Systematic, 3 loop serpentine, diagonal. 3 loop serpentine the other way, diagonal. When all that works, then laterally supple, shoulder in, leg yield after that. You have tension, supple through, little flexion, yeah. Exactly. And then can I ride a straight horse after that? That's been working, but now you've been doing it the same way, yeah? Now you want to test to go finish this, cross the diagonal. Can I make her straight? Yeah. But you also notice the only tension you get is on the right side, huh? That's because she's deferred to the right, so she needs time to stretch and warm up. Exactly, straight horse. Good, and then you change the posing. Good, and then 3 loops serpentine this way. Supple a little. Yeah. More power right now will only make her tighter. Good. A little half up before you change to the right, always that you feel that you can regulate the tempo. Yeah, supple a little first. Right. Yeah. Start to reins a little bit, you can flex her a little bit in that moment. And we'll do another 3 loop serpentine. Not more power, not more power. We're only going to have more power and more tension if you make more power right now. Posting, be accurate. Yeah, good. She needs to know that you have everything in balance and a plan. Yeah. I would do it again and say, okay, the horse was pretty through, but I didn't change my posting. I kind of pushed a little bit. Can I make everything the same? Rhythm. Little supple, soft contact. Good. That was the catch there. That was good. And change posting. Little flexion. Good. Good. Take this too as a rule. When horses smooth, collect, not push forward. Because they're already tight. You want to round back, yeah? If you push forward, most likely the back will drop more. Good. Good. Yeah. Now you're going to check the diagonal line straightness. You can shorten the reins a little bit. She doesn't need to do first level. Yeah. Yeah. Next time that happens, when you have the reins long and she gets strung out, you just shorten the reins and she goes rounder, praise her with the hand. I'd say, that's good, Dan. Yeah. You have a little softer connection. Sometimes it goes this, sometimes it goes on. So a little elasticity in the contact for her. Hi. Yeah, good. For power. The minute you think, there's tension, I better back it down a little bit and make it supple. Yeah. And things like that, like when we ride Donut, you know, he's long enough. So we make him a little shorter always, you know. Over the back and a little shorter. Because you feel now, your hand is exactly. If your hand touches your thigh, it's too far back in that moment, which is fine for a moment. But then if it stays there and it's too far back, there's nowhere else for it to go. Yeah. Good. That's better. Straightness. Feel the suppleness, feel the contact. Should I shorten the reins a little bit? And now I would try to shoulder in and see what you get. You know this side is stiffer, so be ready a little bit. Right leg, right rein, feel it. I would ride at a touch more angle, but it's quite good in the bend. The more angle you make, the more right hand carries weight, you know? And then you can engage more and more and more. Once you know that if I carry more weight on the hind leg, let's just say supple. If the answer is no, then you need to soften it a little bit again. Yeah, I would still do that with more angle.
Trying.
Good. As if you said I'm not trying, then I would say, okay, then let me go. Yeah. Think of turning to the right, and the right leg says down the right. That's it, girl. Right, right. Think of turning to the right. Good. Yeah, better. That's right.
It feels so terrible.
Why? You are 4 minutes in.
I don't, in those 4 minutes, it feels terrible.
Looks quite Yeah, it's also true because then you start to warm up and then you go boom transition. You take away every time where you make, you know, if you make your transition, you say feels terrible, a little bit behind. We're trying to get behind like going, you know?
It feels like it's not going at all.
Totally tracking up, over the back. Give her a few minutes.
Okay. I'll give her 4 more.
4 more minutes. Somebody set the timer. Yeah, now I would do shoulder and left. Super frame. Now get a little soft. Yeah, good. Yeah, good angle, good bend. Could be a little steady, but I really like that for the suppleness. Now you're going to let go across the ring. Short rings it up. That way you can catch that a little earlier. After change the posting, yeah, you drop it. Take shoulder in right, that'll catch up the right hind. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I would repeat the shoulder in right since we know that's a little stiffer. Don't push. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's only 30 seconds of your 4 minutes. Posting. Good. Good. Steady. Good angle. Good bend. This will be a little stiffer here, no problem. Then go across again. It was posting earlier. Remember the seat contact gives an indicator to the direction change. Yeah. Little supple left. Good, yeah. We need to do both of those again, huh? Is it okay? Good in the shoulder in, engagement is coming, but lateral suppleness is lacking. It's fine. It's fine. I would do both ankles with that horse until you feel like, okay, when I close the right leg, she comes over and stays parallel. You can use a little flexion because your school's past first level. But over. Yeah, good. That's part of the loosening, lateral stretching. Quite good, quite good. Yeah, same this way, away from the left. And judge yourself a little bit. Are you coming right out of the corner? Or is it taking too long? Yeah. Let's still change the posting a bit earlier, Sheila. A little pressure on the left leg. Yeah? In that moment, I would say, move over, you know? It's a little funny, because usually when you're on the right leg, move over. Stretch your legs. Cross above the knee in the hop. Cross above the knee. Use your leg. Use your leg. Yeah. Here. Now you need some access. Same this way. Yeah. See how now? You're slowly increasing the demand until she goes, oh, okay. Yeah. Good. Some short braids in the middle. They're too long in the neck. Good. See how she feels when you're sitting canter. A little over the back, a little rounder. Repeat it. Soft. You're trying to push to the canter. She said just canter. Sit. Relax the leg a little bit and then cue her. I wouldn't stop in that moment. When the horse doesn't come from your leg, stay in the trot. Or else you praise them for not listening, you know? You need to say, hey, I want a canter. Use your voice a little bit. Good. That's usually doesn't from my voice, you know? And that's tension when you use your leg. And now sit on a circle, ride a couple of those until she goes, oh, canter. Just from an A. Little A canter. Use your voice. Help her. Right back again, huh? And say, no, we need it still tight behind. We need to have correct, easy transitions. But not to push. Yeah. Yeah. You can give her like a little bump with the leg beforehand and say, be more sensitive to my leg. Yeah. And again, that was the right timing. Hit her a little bit when the timing is good. And she says, oh, I know what you want. And you say, good, that's what I want. He's still aware. I think the reins are still too long. I know what you're going to say. I shorten the reins and she slows down. But then you have to make her sensitive enough that you can be together and canter. Yeah. As a result, the quality of the trot increased, huh? Good. Yeah. Has to feel just like that, no problem. Stop a little through and ask again.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
Tension for sure.
can I go the other way?
Absolutely. I would have said exactly that. Did you like that transition?
Better than it was down there.
I liked it a lot. So you can canter. Well, you warm up a little bit in the canter. Good. Frame is getting better. Yeah. Once you're soft in the front, then you access a little more hind leg. Go both legs, exactly, both legs a little touch. What happens? Yeah. Good. And relax again. She needs to know she's carrying you, not you're pushing her. By the time you need to then push it, better be really big, you know? You have to push in the beginning, then there's nothing else left. That's nice. That's nice. Better. A little collection as you sit and squeeze. Good. Until you know the rules. Until you get a medium canter. But right now I would say again, the reins are very, very long, huh? Yeah, you pin her again. You feel this? You touch the reins, she says, oh, you're under. That's good. Until you get into medium canter. Close the fingers. The reins get long again. A little more together. A little break behind, both legs a little touch. A little bit against you for sure. You're fine. Can you get that medium in?
Oh, yeah, look, here we go.
On the long side. And then shoulder collection. And you lengthen and shorten the frame. Good. Good. And forward a little bit again. Good. Really medium canter. Yeah. Good. Sit, squeeze, collection. Show a little more sit. Yeah. A little bit laterally, a little supple one. In. Make her loose before you push for more engagement. Yeah. Reins a little shorter. Good. Haunches in. On the system, she knows. Very good angle. I like where the frame is going too. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that again. See, that's getting better responses to my leg. Reins are slipping again. The fingers stay a little open, which means you're light, but then the neck gets too long at times. Very nice. Yeah. I would leg yield away from the right leg towards the center line and see. Yeah, there's tension on the right side. Typical for her though, you know? You just work it through. And I got my horn, suckle a little right, close the right leg, and yield to the left. Now balance, little softball right, good. And straight. And straight, or else you're going to be in a bind. Yeah. Okay, that's a good girl. But you know, you got to plan that better, huh? You got lucky. She did a nice change. She's still soft. But when you got to the end over there, you said, uh-oh, now I have to counter gain a small turn, you know? That's very difficult. You can think I can link you up to the center line and then turn left. And you get to medium canter. Yeah, still a little behind you. Get it all in his head. So the little touch with the whip up about the back hands forward. Good. Better. Yeah, and connection. Sit, squeeze. Until you get nice differences there. Keep thinking about the rain length. Good. Good on the leg there, huh? Yeah. Once more. Did you like it? You get that? Look off your face where you don't like it. On chin. Good. Good. And yield a bit away from the left, only to the center line, and then turn right. Yeah. Straight. That's the worst thing to do. You have a beautiful change and someone for it. Get running.
Let's go again.
That's the worst thing to do.
Even though it was wrong?
Yeah, but if it's wrong and she rears in the air, okay, please stop. If it's wrong and she does a beautiful, clean flying change, hit her. And then do it again, you know, and say, that's not what I meant. You know, I meant go straight. Go straight, right leg back, and then to the left. You went the wrong way. Beautiful change. You did a terrible transition again. You're crashing the Porsche. Porsches are expensive, not crashing. Beautiful change again. She needs to know, hey, you turned right, you moved your left leg back. So she didn't like this because you asked. Is she in front of you now? That's not what you want to do. You don't want to do a flank change from a leg yoke. Leg yoke and then straight.
That's what I tried. I didn't ask.
You asked.
I didn't mean to ask.
Now turn left. Turn left. You're trying to make her supple first. You should pet her. She's got a bunch of beautiful things changes. You're really in front of your leg. Canter is super. Straight. Turn left. Turn left. Good. Very good. Straight. Medium canter. That's a girl. And sit, squeeze, connect. Yeah. Good. Now just relax and trot. Little to the left. No. It was beautiful. Could even connect further. Relax and trot. Just relax. That's okay. We know our canter on. Just ask on a circle. Fine. Beautiful. Better again. Gotta praise her more. She really tries for you. Relax and trot. Because you know she says, it's easier for me to walk. Because I always sit. Good. Yeah. Sit. Relax your seated leg. Relax your hand. Good. Super sitting. Leg long. You go down. Just sit there. Little touch with the whip. Little touch. Does she react? Good. Pet her. Good. Pet her. You're petting her not very good. Yeah. Good. Super. Sit. Relax your seated leg. Just balance. Yeah. Good. Give a little bit. She's strong, right?
Yeah.
Give. She's totally round. But just because she's a little bouncy and you're saying, she can help me, I can just pull myself into the saddle a little bit. Yeah. Good. That's a girl. Change direction. Soft. Reins a little shorter and then soft again. Little touch with the whip again. Does she react? Good. Soft. Hands. Yeah. Good. You're going to think piaffe to the walk. The laugh up, tap, tap, the laugh up, tap, tap, the laugh up. Yeah. Better. Good girl. Really good. That's where you're going to get to. It's always like this with you. You go, I broke my horse. You didn't break your horse, you just didn't stay in the system. You know?
Yeah.
And then she goes, what you doing up there? You know?
Yeah.
Is there something new? I don't know what it is. You need to make it clear for me. Because now she's hot, huh? Hit her when she's hot and say, good, I want you to back on. Yeah. She needs this confidence that you go, Wendy, this is exactly what we're doing. And she goes, perfect, I know it. If you say, oops, she goes, really oops. You know, then she goes, what are we doing? She goes like this, you know. She knows how to warm up, and she warms up like this. And this is next, and this is next. Now you can teach me something new. But if you do that in the beginning, she says, I don't like that. It's not the way I put my makeup on, Sheila. Good. And now you have a super hot horse under you. She needs that. Now we're a couple walk breaks and talking at 15 minutes. I agree, should be 10.
We could stop doing the crashing transition if we get the 10.
That's it, that, I like this. Crashing transitions. Every time you crash a transition, you take time backwards, you know? You always need to think, is that horse in balance? Because there is a lot of power in there. If it's unbalanced, it crashes, you know, and horses don't like that. Good.
No crashing.
No crashing. Yeah. Connection to the water. This is a question, you know. Heather, good girl. Very good. Give it a bit. Yeah, fine. Could be straighter, you know? Yeah. Could be straighter. Don't keep pushing. But the more you push, the less you get from her. You know, driving leg-wise. Yeah. Good. Collection. You need to think about when I trot walk, could I be off? When I canter walk, could I do a pirouette? Then you allow the walk. I know her because I ride her. You think, man, I can do a pirouette. Okay, walk. You have to kind of take care of it in the end, yeah? She kind of goes like, at the last step. Some horses are like that. You take care of it at the end. Don't keep pushing. Relax. She can walk without you. You know that's exactly it. When you look at my leg, look at me. You're walking, you're going like this. Because you don't trust that now you do nothing and she wants way bigger, huh? She's always been like this. The more you push, the less she does. Sensitive, cues, you just aid her, and she usually goes, no problem. Good. Own the collection more, yeah? Own it. Think, can I do a pirouette? Little bump those first when she does that. So you're not on my leg aid, you're not on my seat aid if you're coming under me. Take a pirouette. Good. Fine. Yeah, that's a downward transition. You can hear it, you know? She pats the ground. Good. Good. Yeah. No big deal, just a little mistake. Collection. You want to be doing FEIs? Could I feel the pirouette? Yeah, it was a little down in the front, but good behind. No problem, wait, just wait a second. Take your leg and relax for a second, relax for a second. Yeah. Now, like this. Yeah. And you feel the pirouette again, huh? It's on the spot in the end. Super. Super. Collect that horse once or twice. Yeah. Good. That's how you need to walk. Yeah, short reins a little bit. Have the pole come a little up to you. Relax. I know she gets a little tense. Relax and pet her a little and talk to her. Good. Super walk though. Come right back, and then you ask again. No big deal. Yeah, you can feel the trot step, half out walk again, you know, and just say, it's no problem to have a little confusion. Good. Quick 8, not strong. Like this, you know, yeah. Okay, walk. Good, good. Hands forward a little bit, allow the ball to come up a little bit. Good, good, and pass. Yeah. Slight stall. Yes, she's telling you, you're getting on my hand, on my face, because we don't get enough connection, huh? Little quick roll legs, good job. That's what you need to do, huh? The harder you push, the more she flexes against you. Little bump with the leg. Is she sensitive? Not enough. Pull the leg a little away. Yeah, good. Walk again. Little half out light, little half out light, little half out light, until she walks. Good. Good. Yeah. Southpaw and soft. Good.
You know how crooked she is?
Yeah.
How do I fix it?
You fixed it the first stride. She's crooked.
Yeah.
One stride away, straight again. You have it. Yeah, pretty straight now, you know? You see there's a lot, you know, the horse leans to the outside, and the rider legs the horse all the way across the ring. One stride is what you need. Good. Collection. Yeah. And a little bit again. Good. You have to keep telling her she's good. Yeah. Well, she thinks she's half. Right? Yeah. Give both hands. Head her a little bit. Say, you want to just carry me, right? I don't have to do anything up here, do I? That's right. Super care. Shorten the reins a little bit. Hands forward. Make it soft again. Make it soft again. Good. Is she round? Yes. All you have to do is give. She throws her head up, you make her round, you can give again. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. You know she's supple. Now you can half pass to the center line, huh? Little more. Just say haunches in. That's a girl. Straight. Very good. Once more. Ride the haunch a little earlier. Ready? Now the haunch. No, yeah. Nose is at the point of the shoulder, nice and parallel. Keep going. Give a little hand, diagonal. One fine change. A little away from the left leg, and just ask her. Beautiful. Give the hands a little bit. Super girl. A little haunches in. On the next long side, and then a half pass. How light is she? Yeah. Extra points for that, you know? Half pass the center line. Position and haunch. Little resistance, right the haunch. Good. Right the haunch. Straight. You're going to ride another half pass left. You're going to supple the left rein a little bit. Supple left, right. Supple left, right. Haunch. Good. 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 Half circle, diagonal, and fine change. Not too big. Beautiful. Head her again, praise her, super. Allow her to trot. Just they do nothing, and then little cues if she doesn't trot. Voice a little. Oh. Yeah, good. Sit the trot, let her trot. Yeah. Yeah. Super. Think piaf to the walk. Don't think back, think piaf. Little half outside, little tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. Yeah. To the walk. Little piaf thinking to the walk. Supple, let go. Good. Good. The horses cannot pull on nothing. Little piaf thinking to the walk. She needs a little breather. Yeah. Nice. Good, good. She gets bouncy, huh? Good. Super with changes, the half passes.
Okay, maybe I didn't totally record.
Oh, really? Doesn't look like it at all.
It's just hard for me to get to this point. You know, it's going slow.
Yeah, you have to own this warm-up. You have to come out here and say, this is the feeling in the beginning, I know it. Serpentines until I have left and right suppleness. Straightness until I have both seat bones, both legs, both reins. Laterally supple. Transitions. All else is there, then I can canter, trot, canter, good. Medium, everything we've always done with her. Then the haunches in. Then the yielding, you know, sometimes when she's good, you don't need to do leg yields because she's good in the haunches in, you counter position a little bit, same exact thing. You need to check all the boxes before you fire up the engines, you know?
Yeah.
Okay? When you're trotting and sitting your trot, you're hardly doing anything, right?
Just holding myself up.
Just holding yourself, yeah. You know, like this is self-care. You carry yourself and she carries you. And she looks quite hot, you know? But that first needs a little time to warm up. Yeah, it's super good when she wants to stretch like that. I want you to pick her up once more, sit the trot, center line, halt.
I sound like such an evil laugh.
It's because your face goes, okay. Yeah. How much aid did that take to trot? It looked like nothing. Let her. She wants to. She wants to trot. Yeah. You don't have to halt. Turn right. Turn right. Let her trot. Let her trot for a second and say, yeah, cool, you know? Shorten the reins a little bit. Do a little touch with the leg. Yeah, let her trot. Good. Let her a little bit. Good. Yeah. Now the center line. When that horse says, I want to go, you say, great, I wasn't going to halt, but you want to go? Perfect, and we'll go. Now, collection. Yeah, she already gets it. And trot on. Should take nothing. Couple too many walk steps. Turn left. If you're trying to turn, just look at it. Medium trot. Allow it. Fine. Alright, not on the diagonal, good. Make the center line turn again. I want you to think piaffe to the halt, and then quick to the trot after the halt. Let her trot. Give a little bit, say, yeah, yeah. Think piaffe. Good. And out. Yeah, that was so smart. Turn left. Yeah. See, now if you don't make little half halts, you're going to go sitting trot, right?
Yeah.
So now you have to make little half halts. Now you finally get to use the rein for something a little bit. Little cue, light. Little cue, light. Yeah. Yeah. Right along. Every halt perfect. And you get that horse there, and you can sit there and look pretty. Yeah? We gotta get her there.
Yeah.
She doesn't come out and just go, here you go, Sheila. You know? And have to get her a little warmed up. I can remember that horse Daniel that I ride that Mommy had. I always think to myself, come on, you do the whole Grand Prix, let's go. And then I get on him and I go, oh yeah, that's right. He needs a minute. maybe 10 minutes. But you know that was just Grand Prix? I do basically what you do right now. I mean, I do actually exactly what you do right now. Canter trot canter, because I have to passage canter, and I have to canter trot. And a couple of times canter walk canter, because I have to have relaxation of the pirouettes. My little haunches in, and I count the position every 6 strides, because I have to do a zigzag before I do any Grand Prix.
I have to just teach myself not to feel deflated as a teacher.
Exactly. And you know what? Sometimes it takes a long time and it also doesn't happen. And you just gotta, it sucks every time. It never feels great. But sometimes it happens and the horses go, I don't want to do it today. And other days she's gonna come out and go, I don't even need to warm up. That was super. I love the fine changes. They're not a problem. No, you can even ask when you don't need it. She still does it. Okay, tomorrow we start working on the